number 7 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan's offense will come out first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop in the running back spot.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he got loose. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. This offense trying to quiet the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, Penn State is known for its defense, right? Tough, physical, they can stop the run, and they can get after the quarterback, and they do it from the linebacker position. You think about the legacy this school has had at that spot. This guy right here, he fits into exactly what they want a linebacker to be, and the ability to get after the QB is a big part of it.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Wolverines. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run, run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions offense will go to work for the first time today. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football. I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
He'll sneak it. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On target over the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Under fire. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
It's complete to the left. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to pass. It's West. Quickly complete. He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be fourth down. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Off the play fake on first down. Shoots it to the left. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. So now it's second and long. Motion from the wideout. Looking for room. It's Willis. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Now facing a third and long. Gets the back moving. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Lofts one high and deep. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. He might want another play. Try to get it to the edge. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Throws for the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. The give to the back. Quick spin on the run. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. On first down from the 13-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's West. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this Reser Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 13 over Arizona State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Hands it off. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Lane. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the ground game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Dances away. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding...
And the pressure was too much. They get it at the 15.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. With the catch, it's Cheek. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. And the returner goes down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Goes to the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Using the quick game. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Zings it complete to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a quick throw out to the left. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And the Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air, it's West. Makes the grab. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Quarterback on the keeper. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll go to the ground. Just ran him over. Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man in the middle. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Going right to work up top. Here's a heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Touchdown, Michigan. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, how great is it to see the most athletic position on the field doing work, showing he could be a running back, showing he could be a wide receiver. I mean, what else can't a defensive lineman do? What an athlete.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Arizona State. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
How big can this be for this offense, taking advantage of the turnover and starting with the 1st and goal? Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wolverines. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
To the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Thorne. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They've got the screen set up. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Running back searching for a hole. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's West. Gets it out quickly. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch. Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Hard running there. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man on the right. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thorne. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to keep it in the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the 2nd half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They'll run it. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. To the air on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on that second down.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Here's the pressure. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lost the fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back to pass, it's West. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll try the run. Oh, what a cut! Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? He'll go to the sneak. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. He'll do it himself. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions with an absolute gift to start this drive with goal to go. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Beck's going for the goal line, and he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Penn State! A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. Looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He fires one deep down the right side. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Cheek.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. To the ground with the back. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking downfield, it's West. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced 3rd and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his man. It's Cheek. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Takes a handoff. It's Willis. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Thorne. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
When you can run the football effective and then bootleg off of it, you get the running game and everybody biting up on it, and then all of a sudden the quarterback bootlegs out to the right. I tell you what, the defense did a really good job, though, staying with it, taking away the deep pass, and coming up and holding this to a minimal gain.
They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. Rush is on him. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Keep it on the ground. Gets it past the marker. Still on his feet. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.